making their way down the aisle at a total combined weight of 397 pounds. Here's Kid Krazy and Triplicious. At a total combined weight of 415 pounds, Dan Freitas and Brian Nunes, they are Pride!
Scott Angel beside Strangler Steve King, and we've got tag team action. And let me tell you, I would not want to be Triplicious and Kid Krazy, because even though they're in the ring, you've got to know that Pride, all they see, all they're thinking about, all they're consumed with are the hot shots. Brian Nunes very ready to go right out of the gate. Bell signifying the beginning of the matchup. First time to see Triplicious on an ECW TV. Looks to be in very good shape and a very muscular young man who has had success all throughout the New England region, but has brought himself here to NECW because he knows the world is watching.
You know, there's a difference between being successful in the outer regions of New England, but when you step foot in an NECW ring, you got to be one of the best. And Triplicious has to prove that here today on NECW TV.
What a shot by Triplicious!
By the way, close fist. You know, this isn't the first time Brian Nunes has been in a little bit of trouble early on in the match. We've seen him come back from so many different matches in his past. These guys are two-time NECW Tag Team Champions, and I'm sure they would love nothing but to three-peat and become the champions once again. But first, right now they have their sights set on the hot shots, Bryce Andrews and BK Jordan.
You know, and tonight, it's tonight's Strangler, Steve.
I can't wait, brother.
October 29th, here we are, and I'll tell you the one I can't wait for. Paul Lombardi, Chris Venom, 2 out of 3 falls for the NECW heavyweight title.
You know, it's a tough call to say who's going to come out on top of this one, because really, anything can kind of go. Here we have 2 out of 3 falls, so if you lose one fall, it's not that detrimental that on earlier on if you lose the first fall. Luckily, you have 2 more to recover, so hopefully, well, I can't say hopefully, I want to stay impartial. I'm just going to say both opponents have a lot ahead of them in this contest. Both men are in excellent physical condition. They proved that in the Iron 8 that they can wrestle for 45 minutes. So I'm sure that wrestling a 2 out of 3 fall match won't be a problem for either man.
Nunes, shot after shot into the head. Irish whip, big hip toss.
Notice how Nunes came down with him on that hip toss, causing a lot more pain on the left shoulder of Kid Krazy. Well, Dan Freitas rather, opening up with a shot to the mouth of Kid Krazy. Big back body drop.
1, 2.
Man, I'll tell you, I love watching Dan Freitas wrestle. This kid's got so much intensity. He's got the heart of 3 lions. And I'm so glad he's a part of the NECW Tag Team division. You know, it was just a couple of months ago we almost saw Pride have to split up when they were in that the cage match against Sabotage. You know, I'm going to say, luckily for the Tag Team division in NECW, Pride was victorious and able to continue here in NECW as a successful tag team.
Triplicious back in there. Freitas fights his way back to his feet, but a knee to the midsection.
That was very smart, cutting off Dan Freitas like that.
Irish whip. Triplicious, hard clothesline.
Notice how he threw a lot of that shoulder into that clothesline as well, almost making it a bit of a Steiner line, if you will.
And also tonight, Johnny Idol will be in action defending his television title. All titles must be defended tonight in Plainfield. If you're viewing this program before the event, be sure to come on down to the town hall. It'll be a night to be remembered. And for future ticket information for all NECW events, please go to necwrestling.com and all Strawberries locations.
Wow, look at Dan Freitas just lining up Kid Krazy right now. Reversal. Big boot to the midsection now, sends Freitas down.
You know, Kid Krazy, who we've seen a couple of times on NECW TV before, is a young man who, in his early 20s, has multiple years of experience. He started very young, and he carries himself as a veteran would in there.
Absolutely, that's called desire for the business. He came into the business as a teenager around the age of 16, 17 years old, and has done so much in such a short amount of time. You know, it's just a matter of time before Kid Krazy makes a name for himself here in NECW.
Held back and Krazy.
Victory over Pride would definitely do that here today on NECW TV.
We saw in Somerville just a few days ago that Pride Rules match between Pride and the Hot Shots did not settle anything, and they will hook it up very, very soon. Double axe handle to the gut.
That was great wrestling by Triplicious. Noons making a vital save right there. Triplicious may have pulled out an upset victory had Noons not gotten back in the ring in time.
But you know, I don't think it would be... Ow, what a kick.
Wow, brother. I could feel that reverbing through the entire body of Dan Freitas. Noons very hot now. He wants in on this one really bad. Oh, man, he is hot, and he wants action right now. Dropkick now by Kid Krazy.
Beautiful execution. 1, 2.
I'll tell you, Triplicious and Kid Krazy, they're here and they want to make a name for themselves.
Triplicious and Kid Krazy realizing that NECW TV seen all over the world, and they can impress.
Hey, brother, there's a blind tag right there. They have no idea. Close right now by Noons. Noons throwing Kid Krazy out of the ring. All over Triplicious now like a wet blanket as the Irish hits him to the near side. Off the ropes. There's
Schultz, Pride, and they hit it. 3 seconds is all it took right there, and Pride has a victory.
Here are your winners, Pride.
Let's go back to the replay there. Gets him up. Pride sets him up. Boom! No Schultz, Pride. 1, 2, 3, and Pride still gunning for the hot shot.
And Brian Noons, they are Pride. Now, Brian, everybody knows that you guys have a lot of heat with a young tag team. They're called the Hot Shots.
You know what? Hot Shots. Remember, see, that's right, they do suck. Better see those guys in the gym, you know, showing them some little things that we've learned, and now they're going to come back and try to, you know, hurt us after we show them, you know, showed them the ropes.
Right.
I can't believe it.
Dan Freitas, your word on the Hot Shots.
You know, Steve, I said it before. Hot Shots, I already told you once. You know, we came in the same way you guys did, on the backs of somebody else, on the backs of adrenaline. Now you're trying to ride our coattails and trying to take our spot. You know, in Framingham, you decided to hit us with chairs. Give me your finish on a chair. I appreciate that very much. However, I will tell you this. Coming up, Plainfield, Connecticut, we have Pride Rules Elimination. First time ever in NECW. Brutal Bob Evans, myself and Brian against the Hot Shots and the epic Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett, watch your back. Bob Evans is after you. And then, in Framingham, Redemption, it's going to be us and Joe Chichi against that scumbag Johnny Idol and the Hot Shots one more time. You know, we don't get sick of knocking the two of you clowns around and giving you exactly what you deserve, and that's the ass whooping of a lifetime. So, Johnny Idol, we haven't forgot about you. Joe Chichi, Johnny Idol, is coming for you, and he's coming for that title.
Brian Noons, let's close it out with your thoughts.
My thoughts, Hot Shots, watch out.
You heard it right here. Brian Noons and Dan Freitas, they are Pride.